Hey guys, welcome back to Forza. We record 2 videos because it's only been like 20 minutes, so we're now going to do the front wheel drive event. We're going to be using the VIS Integra, which I won a couple of videos ago. I think it was in the Tuna Face-Off. I won it, the point-to-point event. Yeah, I normally use the Celica for this event, but I don't know. I think even though they don't have like a PI rating, the cars are still ordered by individual performance. It just doesn't show a number, but the game still orders them. So, and the Integra is further up than the Celica, even though they're both B4 class. So in reality, it probably don't make a sudden difference, but. We haven't driven the Integra yet, so yeah, I might as well. I'm feeling Integra today. Road Atlanta, do like this track. I'm usually quite good at it. I mean, that's not saying much, but oh, so much wheel spin. I hate front wheel drive. Even though I drive a front wheel drive in real life, but to be honest, let's be honest, every car nowadays is front wheel drive. Well, every like normal family-sized car is front wheel drive, with the exception of BMW and Mercedes, but I cannot afford one of them. Now, I really hope I do sell my car, because I'm due to go to my girlfriend's house at the end of the week. Don't worry, I'm going to record a lot of videos in advance, so I'll still have stuff uploading while I'm there. But yeah, so I'm kind of in a bit of a pickle, because obviously I don't want to list it at my address, because I think on Auto Trader you get 2 weeks on the listing. I'm only going to be here for like 4 days, so the question is, do I wait until I'm at hers and then list it again up there, or do I list it down here and hope someone buys it before I go? But then obviously I'd have to get a new car before I do go, so yeah. These races, I don't know, like, this game was good, but it definitely like had things, or didn't have things that would have made it better, which I guess, you know, they did improve it in, you know, the later games. Get off the grass. Yeah, I mean, obviously the graphics, to be honest, actually the graphics aren't even that bad, you know, considering how old the game actually is. But I just find it odd as well how this game, well, actually, I guess that's fair enough. But I was going to say, it seems odd that this game was released on the original Xbox, even though the 360 came out the year this was released. Although this was released before the 360, but you'd think, being a Microsoft game, old Turn 10, like, oh, can you just postpone the launch a bit, and we'll sell it as like a release title for the 360. No, I mean, it seems a bit odd, because they already had a decent racing game on the original Xbox. They had PGR and they had Rally Sport Challenge as well. So like 2 like completely different genres of racing, if you like. But yeah, I did have another idea for another series I could do, but the only problem is it could potentially cost me a lot of money if I'm not careful, so I probably won't be doing that yet, but we'll see. you know, I'm sorry if there's spells where I'm being quiet. I don't really know what to talk about, you know. I mean, yeah. Right, sorry, I was on my phone. I didn't realise the screen had come on. Crap. And I've blown the engine up. Well, not blown it up, but I've damaged it. Right. I think that's my biggest weakness being a YouTuber. I don't know what to talk about, and that makes it very awkward especially when doing Let's Plays, because there's just like big spells of awkward silences. I'm like, oh god, what do I talk about? I don't want to just waffle on about something random. It's kind of got to be related to an extent, but then I'm like, I kind of feel like I've talked about everything already, and there's not really anything going on in my life, to be honest. That's probably why I don't talk about much. So do tomorrow, in case you're wondering. That's about it, really. Yeah, still can't hear the game because, like I said, my headphone wire's not long enough, so yeah, it just ends up being, yeah. But to be honest, I think I'm getting used to playing with no sound on, so I'm not that bummed about it. Yeah, I went playing yesterday, Motorsport 5. I know that one is quite often like perceived as the worst one, and I can kind of see why. But it's still, you know, relatively solid racing game, you know. The career mode's a bit bland, but it's not like bad. It's just, you know, it's not as creative as this one, for example. Yeah, like where they have like, actual disciplines for different drivetrains and stuff. Obviously in the newer games it's all just about car divisions. The career mode was definitely more interesting on the older games, especially on 3 and 4 with the season play thing. Oh, also I made a drastic discovery. I think I said on a video ages ago, like probably one of the first ones I ever did, how the one thing I hated about Motorsport 2 is that you had to complete it 3 times to basically, you know, get all the cars. As it turns out, that's not true, because I changed my, because I thought to myself the other day, no, I'm going to play it again and I'm going to complete the other 2 regions. I switched to the American region and I was still at level 50. So basically, if you switch your region, you don't have to get to level 50 again. All you have to do is just get enough credits to buy the cars. You don't actually have to level up to level 50, which I was really happy about. But then that kind of made it, I was kind of bummed about it as well, because I kind of like the idea of, you know, playing the game all the way through again. But I guess in a way it's kind of cool that you don't have to. But obviously you still can, you know, you just won't really get anything from it. But I mean, obviously you'll get credits which you can use to buy the remaining cars and then change region again and buy those cars. But yeah, because they did it differently in this one, where this one, every car will be either a prize car or you can just buy it. Because how it works on this one is, when you won a car for levelling up, every other car from that brand was then available for purchase. So yeah, you didn't actually have to like change a region to unlock the rest of the cars. They were just, you know, there was different ways it was available. I really like this track as well. I'm kind of annoyed that it never made, not even in Motorsport 2, they just completely abandoned it. I mean, obviously in newer games because I don't know where they get this information from, but according to IGCD, this track is set in Austria, which I guess kind of makes sense because, you know, it's set in the Alps. But obviously in newer games you've got the Red Bull Ring, which is like probably the most famous racetrack in Austria, so they probably don't feel the need to have a fictional Austrian track when they've got the license for a real one. But I don't think the Red Bull Ring made an appearance until 6 or 7, so is the Red Bull Ring even in the game? I don't even think it's in the game, is it? It's been so long since I've played 7. I don't even think it's in. Is it in the game? I'll have to check. I don't know. Is the Red Bull... I mean, it might be in the latest one. I don't know. I don't know. It might not even be in the game at all. In which case, why have they got rid of this? You know, this is a nice, simple track. It's fun to drive on. You know, there's a reason why I chose this track for my, you know, the lap videos, because I just like driving on it. It's fun and it's simple. You know, you don't have to be a great driver to enjoy it, but at the same time it's rewarding when you get it right, you know. Yeah, and there's a digger or crane, whatever that's supposed to be, and it's sponsored by Peugeot, so you know. Oh crap, unnecessary gear change. So you know it means business when it's sponsored by Peugeot. I mean, you know, they've brought everything from salt and pepper grinders to bicycles to very successful race cars and very boring road cars. Again, come on! See, I'm slacking. See, the problem is, obviously every car is different, like the gear ratios and every car is different, so sometimes that hairpin will be a 3rd gear corner, sometimes it'll be a 2nd gear corner, and sometimes it'll be a 4th gear corner. Really depends what car you're in. But, you know, sometimes it's very difficult to decide which gear you need to be in, especially if you're not used to driving the car. Because, like, you know, it could be that 2nd gear is really short and 3rd gear is really long, so it's a 3rd gear corner, even though it feels like it should be in 2nd. But yeah, I don't know. Well, that's 7. Oh yeah, that blew my engine up, didn't it? What time is it now? 9:10. I should probably stop now. And we got a base model Subaru Impreza. How about that? This is another unicorn for this game. The only Forza game where a base model Impreza appeared. Well, not necessarily a base model, but a non-STI Impreza. Yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? I think. Is there another race? Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, I just won the car. Right, so that's it. We'll leave it there. If you liked the video, I guess you should probably subscribe. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to. But you know, if you're in a feeling like a good person, maybe you should. Next video will be that one, all-wheel drive. We'll probably use the Subaru for that. I don't think I've got anything quicker. Probably not. So yeah, we'll do that one, and then yeah, that'll be it. So I'll see you next week.